Hi, it's Cammie with Thrill Like a Girl TV, the gender equality channel here on YouTube. I am here with the ladies of the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League who are visiting the Negro Leagues Museum today in Kansas City, and it promises to be everything. It's the meeting of the legends. It's the meeting of talent and minds and glory and underappreciated people coming into their own at long last. So I hope you enjoy our tour of the Negro Leagues Museum today.
Never lost that. And I tell our guests all the time, there will never, ever, ever be another Leroy Satchel Paige. Not someone who combines the longevity. By his estimation, he pitched in over 2,600 games. The great stuff. Recorded some 55 no-hitters, and only God knows how many strikeouts. And the charisma. Yeah, he could sell it. Yeah, he could sell it, but he could also back it up. Old Buck says for his money, the three most charismatic athletes he ever saw were Satchel Paige, Dizzy Dean, and the late great Muhammad Ali. They could sell it, but they could back it up. So Satchel had all these names for his pitches. So he didn't have fastball, curveball, changeup. No, not Satchel. Satchel had what he called his midnight creeper. He had the two-humper. He had the back dodger. He had the hesitation pitch. He had the long tom. He had the short tom. He had the jump ball, the throw ball, the radio ball, the wobbly ball, the dipsy do. And he also had a pitch that he called the B-ball. You know why he called it the B-ball? Because he says it be's where I want it to be when I want it to be there. And so my friend Ethan wanted me to share one story, and I'm going to share this story, and I'm going to let you guys go, and then I'll meet you all out on the field. There's a great story that the legendary Los Angeles Dodger broadcaster Vince Scully tells. And I recently had it verified by the great Whitey Herzog, because it's a story that involves Whitey Herzog and Satchel, who were great friends. Well, this is 1957. The great Bill Vetter had brought Satchel Paige back to pitch for the Miami Marlins in AAA. Now, 1957, if you believe that Satchel was born in 1906, that would make him 51 years old at that time. He's pitching highly effectively for the Miami Marlins at that time. Well, Whitey Herzog was playing for the Rochester AAA team. They're in Rochester, New York, and the Rochester team had a knothole in the outfield wall. And so they had a promotion that said, if any batter can hit a ball on the fly through that knothole, you could win $100,000. Well, it was virtually impossible. Well, Herzog says he's out in the outfield jogging when he decides to take a baseball to see if the ball would fit in the knothole. Well, there's just enough circumference to squeeze that baseball through the knothole. Well, Herzog goes and gets Satchel. He says, Satchel, you always talking about how great your control is and how you can throw a baseball over a chewing gum wrapper. Well, I bet you a bottle of Granddad Bird that you can't throw a baseball through that knothole. Now, Satchel had a nickname for everybody. His nickname for Herzog was Wild Child. Satchel says, well, Wild Child, will the ball fit? Whitey shows him that there's just enough circumference to squeeze that ball through the hole. Satchel says, Wild Child, I'll take that bet. Well, the next day, Herzog says he gets back to the ballpark, goes out to the outfield, steps off 60 feet 6 inches, puts the pitching rubber down. He's going to give Satchel 3 tries to throw that ball through the knothole. He says Satchel takes the baseball like a hunter is looking through the telescope of his rifle, and he measures. And the first pitch goes in the hole, but spins back out. He says he's in freaking disbelief. He says the very next pitch, right through the hole. Satchel reaches down, picks up the bottle of bourbon and says, Wild Child, I'll take that, and saunters on off into the sunset. There'll never be another Satchel Paige, but this museum is filled with Satchel Paiges. I'm delighted that you're going to get an opportunity to experience this, and then I will catch up with you guys as you make your way through the museum on what we call the Field of Legends, where the life-size statues are. We'll get our pictures taken with the ball players and that all that good stuff. But again, on behalf of our team, thank you all so much for sharing your Kansas City experience with us here at the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum. Enjoy this wonderful museum.
Thank you, Bob.
All right, guys, go ahead and enjoy this. Is that right? That is so. But folks, as Satchel Paige would say, there were a lot of Satchel Pages that played in this league known as the Negro League. And it is so fitting that we now have a place where their contributions not only to our sport are being remembered, but their contributions to our country. And it's at a time when there's only a handful of these great athletes still with us. They're like World War II vets. Many of them were World War II vets. And so what stood at risk, just like your story, what stood at risk was that this story was going to die when that last Negro Leaguer left the face of this earth. We cannot allow that to happen. This story is too powerful, it is too compelling, it is too significant, too meaningful, too inspirational to let it die when that last Negro Leaguer leaves the face of this earth. I tell our guests every single day, the Negro Leagues Museum doesn't need to survive. The Negro Leagues Museum has to survive so that we don't lose this precious piece of baseball and Americana, so that our children will have a place to come and learn a story that none of us were privy to during our own formal education. But not only learn it for its educational merit, but also learn it for its inspirational merit. And if you walk away from this story with nothing other than this, what the Negro Leagues teaches us is quite simple. In this great country of ours, if you dare to dream and you believe in yourself, you can do and be anything you want to be. See, they dared to dream of playing baseball. They had no idea that they were making history. They didn't care about making history. They just wanted to play ball. See, but the passion, the pride, the perseverance, the determination, the courage that they demonstrated in the face of adversity. You see, our story is not about the adversity, but rather what they did to overcome the adversity. That's the real story. And folks, that story transcends race, it transcends age, and it transcends gender. And that is our story. So once again, on behalf of our entire team, I want to thank Rick and everybody who was involved in bringing this wonderful group to Kansas City, and especially for you all coming here to the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum. I personally want to thank each and every one of you for listening to me run my mouth, as I have throughout the time that you guys have been here. And in closing, in the words of the immortal Leroy Satchel Paige, who said that his mother told him, said, son, if you're going to tell a lie, make sure you rehearse that lie. And if that lie don't sound good to you, it probably ain't gonna sound good to anybody else. And so these lies I've been telling y'all for the last hour, I've been rehearsing them for a long time. Thank you, folks. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Absolutely. Welcome.
Hang on. We got a couple more players.
I know we all got to step back.
Turn your left shoulder. There we go. Suck it in. To your side. The other way. This way, guys. That way.
Where's Bob? Stay over here now, over here. Come on, Bob.